Hi, welcome to Timeless Voices. I'm Joy Paith, the CEO for Age Smart Community Resources. Today, we're hosting our first podcast that opens the door to meaningful conversations across generations. We're here to talk about ageism, challenge stereotypes, and bring people of all ages together to share stories, wisdom, and ideas. In today's episode, we have a special introduction of our Timeless Voices team. We're joined by a group of talented students from Greenville University. They're the Experience First program, and they're helping to bring this podcast to life. So let me have them introduce themselves. So I'll start with you, Jake.
I'm Jacob. I'm a junior here at Greenville, and my major is business.
I'm McGuire. I'm a junior here at Greenville, and my major is theology and educational studies.
I'm Creighton Monroe. I'm a senior here. I'm majoring in audio engineering with a studio emphasis.
My name is Will. I'm a junior here and I'm a bio major.
I'm Lainey and I'm a junior here at Greenville and I'm majoring in agribusiness.
So we've got quite a diverse group with great talents in the room. I'm very excited about it. If you can all talk a little bit about what you hope to get from participating in this project. And once again, let's start over here this time.
I'm really excited to work with, Age Smart, a company that is closer to us that we didn't know existed. And I'm just excited to get a deeper understanding of older adults and the struggles that they go through that we may not know about. I'm just excited to be more aware and be able to help the world around me.
I'm excited to learn some new lessons from some people who've experienced a lot more of life than I have. I'm excited to kind of hear about some different parts of their lives, specifically maybe when they were my age, and kind of connect to them in a new way.
That's good. That's good. Mm-hmm. I think for me, it's like kind of what he was saying with learning a lot of lessons from older people that I don't know because, they've been through so much and have so many positive experiences and so many lessons. That learning from that would be super beneficial. I think talking to people who have been through so much more than me is very helpful for me to grow.
I feel like ageism is something that we all experience, and yet we don't talk about it with the younger generations. And so I want this podcast to talk about ageism and the things that older people face, but also the way it affects every life stage.
Right, I think we forget that. It's all generations that experience this.
So I would like to challenge the age-related stereotypes that are out in society today. I think it's important that we view each other still as equals no matter what age you are, and just try to use Timeless Voices as a way to grow together as a community.
Well, Age Smart is a nonprofit organization that supports people at all ages, but today with this broadcast, we really want to help end that ism, because we don't talk about ageism, and it happens across all generations. So what a better way to make that happen? So we have some different podcast or episodes that we're going to be talking about. Can you talk a little bit about those?
Yeah, in this season, we plan on having 5 episodes, and we're gonna explore different topics like baking and like entertainment. Talking about kind of coping's not the right word.
Yeah.
Coping with aging. We're also gonna bring in different guests and kind of talk to them about their lives and some of the things they've experienced, and see how we can relate to them through those.
Right. Sometimes embracing your own age, no matter what that is not always easy. So coping is a perfect term. So we hope these intergenerational conversations open our hearts to each other, and it brings young and old together. So I just want to wrap up with one question to each of you, and it's one message about age or aging that you hope listeners will take away from this podcast.
I think that the best message to take away from aging is the wisdom that people gain through life while they are I'm blanked out there.
Living.
while they're living.
I think it's important to realize that everyone has a story and every story matters, and so there's so much that we can learn from people no matter the age difference or the age if there's not a difference in age. And so I just hope that hearing people's stories and getting to meet people really impacts our lives.
This might not be exactly answering the question, I apologize, but my thought was kind of seeing how different generations are interacting, kind of coming together to two generations that are vastly different in like a variety of ways is very like it's a compelling thing. That was my thought. I'm sorry if that didn't answer it.
No, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot to learn from people who've experienced more than we have. And I think even sometimes there's things to learn from people who haven't experienced quite as much as you have.
I agree.
And so I think kind of just being open-minded to that and being aware that, you can learn a lot from other people.
Learning both ways instead of just one way.
That's good. No, I was gonna say like not to be afraid of aging. So like, we worry about, oh, I'm getting older, this is what's gonna happen to me, things like that. Like, we're college students, so we prepare for tests and things like that. It's just, I feel like this podcast is a good way for people to learn how to prepare for aging and how to do it like well and be able to like actually know what you're doing and know what you need to prepare for. And like I said, having like people that you hear from to like give you wisdom is helpful as well. So I don't know, I'm just excited for that.
Absolutely. We always say people plan for weddings and vacations, but they never plan to age. And everybody in this room right now is aging. So this is a perfect opportunity to make that happen. We're so fortunate at Age Smart, an organization that typically serves a 60 plus population. But how cool is it for us to be able to learn and gain some experience about how do we create a podcast from this younger generation? And when we talk about that 60 plus population, there's about 3 generations in there with significant differences. So this is a great opportunity. We're so happy. Our technical crew, Jacob, Laney, and Creighton are going to create this, edit this podcast and these episodes for us, and we're so excited to have that rich content for Age Smart. So thank you so much to everyone. Thank you for joining in today.